starts. Eternity's in our hearts. This is the beginning. Our story never ending. Our faith is gonna lead the way. Guide us every step we take. Hey, we're on our way to Mars. Hey, we're waving to the stars. We will learn to trust God's hard work in us. Hey, we're on our way to Mars and beyond. Heart, mind, soul, strength. We will give you everything. You're the one we're living for. Jesus, we are yours. Hey, we're on our way to Mars. Hey, we're waving to the stars. We will learn to trust God's power and work in us. Hey, we're on our way to Mars and beyond. God loves me more than I ever will know. God holds my heart and will never let go. Faith is the first step, we're never alone. We're part of God's story to Mars and beyond. God loves you more than you ever will know. God holds your heart and will never let go. Faith is the first step, we're never alone. We're part of God's story to Mars and beyond. Hey, we're on our way to Mars. Hey, we're waving to the stars. We will learn to trust God's power and work in us. Hey, we're on our way to Mars and beyond.
A man named Daniel in the lion's den, and lions do roar.
Sounds like it's a good time to start roaring. You guys ready to roar?
trust you with my heart. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. All my hope is in you. It's in you. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. All my hope is in you. Even when the lions roar. Even when the lions there is no power that can ever separate me. Jesus is faithful and will never turn away. There's no safer place than where you are. You defend me, so I trust you with my heart. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. All my hope is in you. It's in you. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. All my hope is in you. Even when the lions roar. 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 Even when the lions roar.
In the Bible, the book of Daniel tells us about one of the major prophets named Daniel. I said Daniel. Daniel was a Jew who was taken into exile by the Babylonians. While in Babylon, Daniel finds favor with the king. His name was Dairy King. Oh wait, no, Dairy Cow? Darius. Old Darius really liked Daniel. I said he really liked Daniel. Really liked him. Darius liked Daniel so much that he planned to put him in charge of the whole kingdom. This was great for Daniel, but others who wanted to be in charge of the kingdom were jealous of him. They looked for something bad about Daniel to report to the king so he would change his mind, but they couldn't find anything. Finally, when they realized they could never find anything bad about Daniel to report to the king, they decided to put a sneaky plan into place. They approached the king and told him things any king would like to hear. May you live forever. You are so wise, and your breath smells of freshly baked cookies. Anyway, these jealous men told King Darius all the things he'd like to hear and then proposed a new plan that would ensure that everyone prayed only to him and treated him like a god. And if they didn't, well, they would be thrown to the lions. No, it was a whole den of lions. It was really more like a pit full of hungry lions. Old Darius liked this idea and signed it into law. Once he did that, there was no delete or undo button. That law could not be changed. Daniel learned about the new law, but he refused to pray to Darius. He continued to pray to the one true God 3 times a day, just like he always did. Of course, this delighted the jealous men. Immediately, they told the king. They They told King Darius, "Daniel has ignored you, your majesty, as well as your new law. He prays to his God 3 times a day." When King Darius heard this, he became very sad. No, he was extremely sad. King Darius loved Daniel and trusted him. He knew he'd been tricked into signing the new law, but he couldn't change it. So he had Daniel thrown into the pit of lions. Daniel didn't know how things would turn out for him, but he trusted God. All night long, the king did not eat or sleep. No, he didn't eat or sleep because he was worried about Daniel. As soon as the sun came up, the king ran to the pit and called in, "Daniel, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions?" Daniel called back, "My God sent his angel and shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me." The king was very excited and ordered that Daniel be lifted out of the pit. There wasn't a scratch on him. Old Darius had one more decree up his sleeve. He made one last order that everyone should worship Daniel's God, the one true God, because God rescued Daniel from the lion's den. And that's how it happened in the Bible.
It was great. Let's say our vector verse together.
Our vector verse, remember, is, glory to God,
Glory to God,
who is able to do far beyond
who was able to do far and beyond
all that we could ask or imagine
all that we could ask or imagine
by his power at work within us.
at his power with us.
Now, boy, every time we're going to be here, so doing our Mars and Beyond stuff, when we have something that we are empowered on, and there's going to be a special verse that's going to be carrying us, give us a little bit of extra encouragement throughout our day. Today's power mantra is go beyond with faith. Can you guys say it back to me? Go beyond with faith. All right, one more time. Go beyond with faith. Go beyond with faith.
Rangers, way to go. I'm glad you came today. Mission Commander, could you lead us in a time of prayer?
So, you guys ready to pray with me? All right, let's go into prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us this time together. Thank you for bringing all these wonderful space explorers here with us. We will use the time to try and grow closer to you, grow closer to your word. And remember that your reach is far beyond the stars, and because of that, you will always be able to reach us. Pray this in your name, amen.
Amen. Have it.
Have fun in Mars and Beyond, and I will talk to you guys in a bit, all right?
Bye.
Thank you. Is that better? No. Hello? Yeah. So he was that King Darius made a law, and you saw like the people kind of tricked him, didn't they? They tricked him Because they didn't like Daniel because the king really liked him and was going to put him in charge. And so he made this law that you have to pray to the king, and Daniel didn't do that. Did they say how many times a day Daniel prayed to the real God? How many times, Leanna? 3 times a day. Wow. That's a lot of time. So probably when he woke up and maybe at lunchtime and then maybe when he went to bed, every single day he would pray to God, and he didn't care. He actually did it in front of a window, even though he knew that might get him in trouble. And so then he had to get thrown in the lion's den. How do you think you would feel if you were thrown in a lion's den? Oh my goodness. Isaiah, you think you'd be, yeah, I'd be scared. How else do you think you'd feel? Scared. What's your name? Ethan? What do you think? Terrified. Yes. What do you think would happen if you got thrown in there? What do you think they'd do to you? Eat you up. Yeah. They used to do that a long time ago. Isn't that terrifying? I'm glad they don't do that anymore. Oh my gosh. But what happened? They threw Daniel in there. You can see in our picture there what happened when he got thrown in there. What happened? Sarah. Yeah. And when what happened then? Yeah, they weren't hungry anymore. Well, I don't know you. I have a cat who is hungry 24/7. He would eat all day if I let him. And I think these lions were probably like that. In fact, we have to keep food away from this cat because he would eat it all day. So, but God shut their mouths. They weren't hungry at all. Can you imagine? And in the morning, you can see the king. What did the king say in the morning? Do you remember what the king said in the morning? He was like, Daniel, are you okay? And what did Daniel say? He's like, oh, hey, king, hanging out here with my cats here. Yeah. Yeah, the lions. They're just big kitties. Yeah. And then he pulled them out. And then the king said, everyone needs to pray to the real God. So Daniel showed faith because he believed in God. Now, it's possible God might not have done that and he would have gone in there anyway. God didn't have to save him, but God chose to. And he believed that God would save him. Yeah, and he did. So that's to help us remember that we can go beyond in faith. So now we're going to move over to our craft tables and we're going to make a lion mask.
Hello. No, I think I'm okay now. Yes. That's the goal. Good. Hello. I just need these to be a little. I just want to make sure this wasn't glass. It's fine. It doesn't have to be like fine. Not in big. I just want to put this here until they tell me where they want me to do the demo. Right back. Hi, hello. Is it working? I don't know if it's working. Is it working? Wonderful. Hello. Hi, children. Ahem. Let's try that again. Hi, children. There we go. Okay, children. So, let's talk about something fun, shall we? Let's talk about something fun. Okay. Raise your hand if you know what pressure. By the way, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Albert. I am a science teacher, and I am here to teach you a little tiny bit of science and maybe possibly explode things. That's a fun side effect. Okay, so raise your hand if you know what the word pressure means. What is pressure? All right, you, sir, what is pressure? How do you, yes, what is pressure?
Slowly trying to go down, trying to go up.
Oh, say that one more time. Yes, well done. Pressure is when two forces are pressing on each other, right? That is what pressure is. Let me show you how it feels like. What I want everyone to do is make a bubble with your mouth like this. Okay? And with the bubble in your mouth, I want you to take 2 fingers and slowly push on the side of your cheeks. Did you guys? Okay, do it one more time. Make a bubble. Did you guys feel that? Yeah. Did you guys feel your cheeks start to build up pressure and the air coming out of your mouth? That is a type of pressure. Now, pressure can be equal, okay? So when one thing is pushing on another thing, we call that equal pressure. So right now, the planet is pushing us down on the ground. This is called gravity.
We just can't feel it.
Exactly. But we can still move around and stuff, right? I want wiggle with me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Right?
That's why when we jump, we don't go up to the roof, we go back down.
That's right. So the pressure of Earth and gravity is equal, right? Which is why we're not jumping into space or lying flat on our faces, right? Because the pressure is equal. But when the pressure becomes unequal, that's when the fun begins. So, here I have a few things, children. I have some stuff here, children. Here, I have delicious water, which you should all be drinking. I have refreshing ice cold Coca-Cola. No, it's for science. We have delicious orange Sunkist. And we have crisp and refreshing Sprites. We also have little balloons. If there's water in them, they're water balloons. But there is something inside these balloons. It is not Mentos. There is some air in here. There is a chemical inside these balloons. Oh no, there's some. See here, come here. See, feel it. Feel it?
Oh, yeah, there is stuff. Oh, yeah.
Feel it?
It feels like sand.
It does feel like sand.
So weird. Feels like rocks.
Yeah, you want to feel it? Yeah. So, I am not going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you what the chemical is until the end. But I want you guys to see. Oh, you finished with the candy? Yay, good job. Well done. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is look at the balloon. The only thing in this bottle is water and a little bit of air. I want you guys to see what happens to the balloon as we put the chemical inside the water. What do you guys think is going to happen? You think it's going to explode? It's going to go bigger? What do you think is going to happen? Nothing? Get bigger and explode? All right. I want you guys to count with me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Can you tie it?
It's a thing.
Oh dang, that's good.
Whoa.
Expanding.
All right. What is happening, children?
It's exploding. It's expanding.
It's expanding. So the chemical that I put in the water is making air bubbles, right? So as you can see in the water, I want you guys to come, I'll go over there. You see how the chemical is making bubbles in the water?
Uh-huh. Can I see?
Those bubbles are filled with air.
Are we allowed to drink it?
No.
Soda. I forgot. It was
Okay? Exactly, just like soda. So what happens is these bubbles are lighter than the water. And so a lot of the bubbles go up to the surface of the water and burst, releasing the gas that is in them, thus creating pressure. Exactly, just like burping. Okay?
The water in their stomach, and then when it comes up, it's...
Exactly. You guys ever feel that pressure in your tummy?
No.
And then when it goes up and then you go, bleh, and then your mommy goes around saying, that's gross, don't do that. You guys ever experience that?
I burped.
But here's the thing, children. Here's the thing. Your wonderful senior pastor, Mr. Nathan, not that Nathan, the other Nathan. I would say the Nathan with the red shirt, but you both are wearing red shirts. The big Mr. Nathan. He wanted me to do the experiment using soda. Now, here's the thing about soda. Soda already has gas in it.
Yeah, so if you just shake it and...
Exactly. So what happens when we put the same chemical, which makes gas bubbles, into a beverage that already has gas? Woo! It's going to go faster? Yes. It's going to get bigger? All right, children. Let's find out, shall we?
Bigger and explode.
It's going to get bigger. All right. So I already opened this one, so it's a little bit of the gas is already out. Let's see here. Boom. We're going to set this to the side.
Will it explode?
I really don't know, buddy. I've never done it like this before. It might explode. It might not. I don't know. When you hear a big bang, cover your eyes. All right. Can you guys see the balloon is already filling up with some air? All right. Let's see what happens. Count with me, children.
Go. Do it.
2,
Back down.
3.
Be a coward. Oh, no. Don't touch it.
Wow! Oh my gosh! What happened?
Transferring all of its essence. Let's do the other one.
So, my goodness, that was interesting, wasn't it, children? Okay, now that one already had some of the gas out. These are brand new. I haven't opened these yet. So, which one do you guys want me to use? The delicious crisp 7-Up or the zesty Sunkist? There it is. I told you it was going to blow up. So, raise your hand for the zesty Sunkist. Raise your hand for the 7-Up. I couldn't think of an adjective for it.
I like zesty.
Zesty. All right. Ah!
I know.
All right. Okay. I'm not actually going to do anything because you can see the balloon is already starting to fill up on its own. Let's give it a little bit of time to see what happens. See if it actually puts the chemical inside. Ooh, look at that. It's moving. It's moving, children. It's moving. Give it a second. Look at that. Oh! Is it whole? Back up, children. Back up. Back up, children. No, you don't. No, children, back up. Back up, children.
Everyone sit down, please.
Back up.
You can't do the science if you can do close.
Yes.
Relax.
You do not want a piece of balloon in your eyeball.
Your parents frown on that. We don't want to do that to you. Okay?
Look at that. Some of the soda went inside the balloon.
That's all of it. Please get it in. Please explode, Bubble. It looks like an alien.
All right. Now,
Can I look that?
do you want to see one
Yes.
without the balloon?
Yes.
Do you want to see the fountain?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Pastor Nathan, the children want to see the geyser.
I never seen it.
So, I took
That's crushed metal.
the chemical.
That's crushed
Oh,
metal.
you're just going to go straight in.
Yeah, just straight in.
Good.
Like science. Just we're
No
gonna
one tell the pastor we're doing this, okay?
huh?
No one tell the pastor we're doing this.
No, because the pastor is like, oh, you're gonna ruin the carpet and the sanctuary, the holy house of God. Don't do it.
Spilling chemicals.
Yeah.
It's going to go wonderfully, kids.
Okay, so I have a cap full of the wonderful chemical. Let's see what happens. Huh? I will. I would not recommend it, children. Look at that. But now look at how much. So the pressure built up and it actually got the soda out of the bottle. Look how much soda is left. Yeah. So, children, do you want to know what the chemical is? Nope. It's good old Alka-Seltzer. I would not recommend it. You can tell your mom. The last thing I need is parents to come over here and say, you taught my kids how to do science. How dare you? Okay? So, that is,
That one's still going.
yeah, it is. It still is.
Can I drink it?
I would not recommend it. See, Alka-Seltzer, it's a medicine. It's not a candy.
Do you get to eat it?
Only when you have a tummy ache. This is medicine.
Can I eat it?
No, it's medicine. All right, children. Song time, children! Yay! I will be back tomorrow with more scientific goodness. Yay! I can, but it's going to be like super messy. Okay.
What's it called?
Science? You don't like science?
I do
Nope, nope, nope. Back up, back up, back up. All right, children, and that ends our demonstration for today.
Starts. Eternity is in our hearts. This is the beginning. Story never ending. Faith is gonna lead the way. Guide us every step we take. Hey, we're on our way to Mars. Hey, we're waving to the to trust God's power at work in us. Hey, we're on our way to Mars and beyond. Heart, mind, soul, strength. We will give you everything. You're the one we're living for. Jesus, we are yours. Hey, we're on our way. We're waving to the stars. We will learn to trust God's power at work in us. Hey, we're on our way to Mars and beyond. God loves me more than I ever will know. God holds my heart and will never let go. Faith is the first step, we're never alone. We're part of God's story to Mars and beyond. God loves you more than you ever will know. God holds your heart and will never let go. Faith is the first step, we're never alone. We're part of God's story to Mars and beyond. Hey, we're on our way to Mars. Hey, we're waving to the stars. We will learn to trust God's power at work in us. Hey, we're on our way to Mars and beyond.
Right, you are, Commander. Let's say our vector verse today together. Glory to God who is able to far beyond that we could ask or imagine by His power at work within us.
All right, let's do that one more time. Glory to God who is able
Glory to God who is able
to do far beyond all that we could
to far beyond that we could
ask or imagine by His power
ask or imagine by His power
at work within us.
at work within us.
Now let's repeat our power launcher. Does anyone remember what our power launcher is? All right. Go beyond with faith.
Go beyond with faith.
Let's try to do it a little louder this time. Go beyond with faith.
Go beyond with faith.
One more big roar, all right? Go beyond with faith.
Go beyond with faith.
All right, we got great time. Now, real quick. So, put your helmet on. Do your thing. All right.
Now let's pretend to be stars.
All right. So let's pretend that we're stars. Everybody spread out. All right. You guys are all our little explorers for the week, all right? So remember, go beyond with faith. Thank you guys for being here. All right. Now let's go and get your snacks, and then you guys enjoy, all right? All right. Snack time.
Bye.